Your car feels like a machine, an engine, brakes, suspension. But the truth is, modern cars are increasingly software first, mechanics second. And that changes how cars are built, how they break, how they get repaired, and how you pay for features. Today, we'll break down why your car is more software than mechanics, and what that means in real life. Quick note, this doesn't mean mechanical parts are unimportant. Cars still need engines, motors, brakes, and tires. But the control layer that makes everything work smoothly is now mostly software, and the amount of code in vehicles has exploded over the past years. Let's start with the simplest idea. In older cars, many functions were direct and mechanical. Throttle cables, hydraulic steering, simple relays, and switches. In modern cars, a large number of inputs and outputs are controlled by computers. Press the pedal and software decides how the engine responds. Turn the steering wheel and software assists and stabilizes. Even braking is increasingly controlled and optimized electronically through systems like ABS, stability control, and brake-by-wire in some designs. Now look at what modern cars actually do. They constantly measure and calculate. Wheel speed, steering angle, yaw rate, acceleration, camera data, radar data, battery temperature, motor temperature, cabin temperature, emission sensors, tire pressure, driver monitoring. Your car is running continuous real-time decision-making. That's software. And that software is not in one computer. It's spread across multiple control units, often dozens of them. There is an engine control unit, a transmission controller, a braking controller, a body control module, infotainment, safety systems, battery management in EVs, and many more. These modules talk to each other constantly over networks like CAN bus, LAN, and Ethernet in newer architectures. That means a single issue can ripple across the car as a system problem, not just a broken part. This is also why diagnostics has become such a big deal. When something goes wrong, it might not be a failed part in the simple sense. It could be a sensor, a connector, a software version mismatch, a coding issue, or a network communication fault. The car might throw multiple error codes that are symptoms rather than the root cause. Fixing it often requires reading data, understanding how systems interact, and sometimes updating or reprogramming modules. Now let's talk about features. In modern cars, many features are no longer purely physical. They are software-enabled. Heated seats, driving modes, lighting behaviors, remote functions, navigation features, advanced driver assistance. In many cases, the hardware might already be present, but the feature is locked behind software. That's why subscriptions and paid unlocks exist. The car becomes a platform where features can be activated, modified, or removed through software. The biggest change is updates. In the past, cars barely changed after leaving the factory. Today, many cars can receive over-the-air updates. That can be great. Bugs can be fixed, performance can be improved, and features can be added. But it also creates a new reality. Your car can change without you touching a wrench. Updates can also introduce new bugs, change behavior, or even disable a feature if something is not compatible. And if a module fails, replacing it is often not enough. It may need coding, pairing, or online authorization to work inside the system. This software-first approach also impacts repair costs. A mechanical repair might be straightforward, but software-driven systems can require calibration, programming, special tools, and access to manufacturer systems. That adds labor time and adds dependency. In other words, the computer layer can be a cost multiplier. So, is this good or bad? It's both. Software improves safety and efficiency. Stability control saves lives. Driver assistance can prevent accidents. EV thermal management increases battery life. Intelligent engine control improves emissions and fuel economy. Software can make cars better, but software also brings trade-offs. Complexity increases. A simple issue can become a system-level problem. Ownership changes when features become subscriptions, and repairability changes when access to software tools becomes a barrier. Here's the key takeaway. Modern cars are not just machines, they are computers on wheels. If you understand that, a lot of confusing things suddenly make sense. The expensive repairs, the constant updates, the warning lights that don't match the feeling of the car, and the reason why diagnostics is sometimes more important than parts. This was real car facts. Facts over hype,